for joining me today. And just to start out with my first question, could you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, your background, and your company?
Yes, so my name is Alain Villemure. I'm the Vice President of Sales of Lecta North America. I was born in Trois-Rivières, Quebec, uh, and at that, when I was younger, Trois-Rivières was the world capital of pulp and paper with 5 mills. Today, they are down to 3 mills. When I was 18, decided to go out in Alberta to learn English. So I ended up working there quite a few summers. While during the rest of the year, I did my undergraduate studies in geology in Montreal, and then eventually my MBA at University of Ottawa. And while I was doing my MBA, I met someone from Domtar that was a colleague in class, and he recommended that I interview with Domtar, which I did. Did not get any job at Domtar at that time, but ended up working in the paper industry in the plastic industry for a couple of years, and then I was called back by Domtar for another interview. Ended up taking the position in Montreal to cover merchant sales. And then for the next 10 years, I went from sales to marketing to logistics, sales management. In 1999, I was recruited by Condat to open up a sales office in Montreal to cover North America for the company. And at that time, that's when Lecta was being formed by the merger of Condat, Garda, and Torres Papel. So, I did that for about 4 years out of Montreal, covering the market for Condat, North American market. And then in 2004, they thought it would be a good idea to start merging all the sales offices of the three companies to make it one. So they asked me to move my family to Connecticut, and we have an office here in Purchase, not far from there. And so I've been, in this office running sales for the three companies since then. We have a team of 10 people working just for covering the Canadian and U.S. market. So also, by the way, in 2013, the whole family we got our American citizenship. So,
What drives your passion for the paper and packaging industry?
I've been doing that for over 34 years, and times fly. And we've been living through the decline, the secular decline of the graphic communication side of our industry, while starting to seeing the continuous growth on the packaging side. So that makes it very, very interesting, I would say, for me, and I'm sure for others of my colleagues, as we are, learning new skills, as we are like repurposing ourselves into the flexible packaging market. Graphic communication is still very important. It's in a secular decline, but it's still a very important part of society. It has, I would say, brought us so far, and will continue to be an important communication tool. But obviously, digital media is really taking share away from print. So, but we are lucky, especially at Lecta. I'm very lucky that we have the knowledge and the equipment to be able to transition towards flexible packaging, and I find that very, very exciting and very interesting.
Why are sustainability and safety so important in the process of creating paper?
Yeah, I would say that first, sustainability, you have to look at it's a need. It's a need from the consumer that voice their need through the different level of production of goods and services. So as a company, we have to meet that need. People, I would say, general population recognize that we have only one planet. We need to take care of it. So when we use resources, we have to do it in a way that minimize the impact to preserve the place where we live. So at Lecta, we have all the environmental certification like FSC, PEFC, and the ISO 14001. And on the health and safety side, we also have the different certification, but most importantly, we are an industry that moves things that are very heavy. We move them very fast. And in the process, we have to make sure that our employees don't get injured. There's no reason to make paper and injure or have fatalities. So it's very important. And at the end, also, it helps the bottom line of all corporation. So we take good care of that, and we always are striving to improve. There's always room for improvement on health and safety.
Can you speak to something new you've learned about the industry that has impacted the way you approach your day-to-day?
Yes, I would say we are a maker. The products we make are undifferentiated products and the commodities. So relatively easy to copy the type of products that everyone makes in our industry. So I would say execution, how you execute your different business processes is very, very important. And execution is done by people. So I would say that the human element in our industry is very important. And in our industry, we don't see a lot of people, leaving and coming in. It's pretty stable group of folks, and so your reputation is very important. So you have to live through your commitment. You need to have a good reputation, which will reflect on your company. So yeah, we have huge assets. It's a capital-intensive business, but at the end, it's really the people that makes the difference.
For our last question, are there specific industry trends you've observed as we head into 2023?
So I touched upon a little bit earlier, but I would say that the secular decline in graphic communication paper will continue in 2023, and on the other side, fiber-based packaging will continue to grow also. And I think some players in the industry are lucky enough that their equipment can be repurposed toward from graphic communication grades towards flexible packaging products. So that I think that will continue. I expect there will be some little bumps in the road. I don't see that the new supply will be necessarily directly inline perfect synchronization with the new demand. But overall, I would say that's a strong trend in the market. The paper industry is taking more and more share away from the plastic industry in terms of packaging, and that is driven by sustainability, and because most fiber-based products are much easier to recycle than fossil fuel-based packaging product. So I think that's going to continue. We are still also going to live through the aftershock of the disruption caused by COVID. So there will be aftershocks in 2023 that I suspect that will continue. So that's what I see for next year.